Welcome back, Nerd Herders. We're back with a little something to help you out a little bit. I noticed there's been a couple questions, and I thought maybe I'd help you out. How to install packs. I use Multi-MC, and this is my preference for running all my packs, okay? Because there's a lot of things you can do with it. I believe it works better than the Curse or Twitch Launcher, whatever you want to call it. So this is my preference. Okay, so if you go to multimc.org, that is the official website for it, you can hit download and install, and I use, of course, the Windows because that's what I'm using. And you can download it. What you do is you drag it to whatever drive you want to have it in, and that's where you can install it to. So, for example, this one in particular, I have installed on my D drive, but I have a shortcut on my Windows, on my desktop. So that is what I currently use, okay? Now, if we go back to the, let me minimize this. If we go back to the Multi-MC, what's great about this is, and my wife actually put out a how to use Multi-MC and install packs. But if you go to Add Instance and you go to Twitch, and I'm going to show you specifically ISOLA. Okay, so you go to Twitch, you type in ISOLA here in this box, you hit search, and I forgot to mute my phone. So I just decided to do this real quick, and actually the video is going to probably go up pretty quickly after I do it. So there's ISOLA Dreams. Okay, so what I do is then I go ahead and put it in, title it ISOLA Dreams, and I'm going to name this one 0.1, even though it's 1.1. I always name it the version, and that way you know which one it is so when you go to replace it. But this one is actually 1.1. This is the new version that just came out a couple days ago. But if you name it, that way you know what version it is. So when you go check on the website, I don't know that this updates automatically. I don't think it does. But when you go check on the website to see if it's been updated, you will you'll know which version you have installed. Okay, so that is the way I do it. I have it in a group called Currently Playing. You can see some of the other things I have over here. And then you just hit OK. So this will take a moment. But another reason I wanted to do this and do it on ISOLA is because I wanted to show you guys how you can make it work for you. I know some of you are trying to get to play this, and there is some mods and stuff that aren't working on the public version. I went in and fixed it myself because I know how to create packs. I know how to read some error reports. I don't know how to read all of them, but I thought it'd be a good idea if I show you how to do this myself. So let's give it a minute. I'll be back when it's done. Okay, so it just got done. Now there's a couple things with ISOLA 1.1 version that aren't working, and there's an easy way to fix those. First of all, go to Edit Instance. There's two ways you can do it, okay? You can go to Edit Instance, and unfortunately it popped up on the screen, but I'll bring it over here so you guys can see it. So this is the screen you'll get. If you go to Loader Mods, all right, and you go to, you want to filter Ice and Fire. First of all, that's not supposed to be in there. That they added it in by mistake. You can actually just disable it, or you can remove it, which I'm going to remove it because I don't want it to enable or anything like that, which it won't, but you can do that. Then you can go to Block Drops. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it both ways with block drops. Okay. So again, this is what I would do here is I would disable. Okay. But another thing you can do too, if you feel like it, or if you want to, you can go to the Minecraft folder, which will pop up. You go to mods, and if you find block drops, and if you see block drops, it says disabled. So you can do that with this one too. You just hit rename, go after the jar, and type in disabled. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to change the extension? Because then it won't work. So you put yes. Those two are now disabled. All right. So that way, this pack will now currently load with doing those three things. However, there is missing a mod. So I've gone ahead and I've pulled up let me close this out. I pulled up Torchmaster. You want to download the 1.12.2 version. Now, there is 1.16 versions and stuff. You want to download the 1.12. This is actually the most current version, 1.8.4.84. The way you can tell it is the game version's here, and it says 1.12.2. So you just hit download that. All right. You want to keep it. It's just warning me. All right. So what I would do, I would open your Minecraft folder and open the mods folder, open this back up, Torchmaster, and drag and drop in there. Okay, and you'll see it's in there. So now this pack is now playable just like mine. That's all you have to do. All right. There's nothing else that is actually playable now, like what I have. That's exactly how I did mine to make it playable, because I noticed that it wasn't working. So I tried to see if I could. I read the crash report and found out what was wrong. Went ahead and fixed it, and now it's playable. So they are going to fix that. It has to do with block drops in Autumn, another mod that's in here. They're going to go through and fix that. It'll probably be out on a patch when they get around to it. But in case you guys are really wanting to play this like I was excited. I went in and fixed it myself. This isn't doing anything to their configuration. Now, I don't know if they'll change recipes in Torchmaster later, but even if they did, they should show up already because they're on a script that's in another mod. So we haven't actually changed the mod pack at all. This does not change the playability of it. This does not change the any of the recipes, nothing. All it does is fixes the problems that are not working with it properly. So that is how you do it. The other thing you can do is you can go up to, you can either do it here, you can go to Edit Instance again, and this will pop up. Under Settings, you can hit Java, and it'll show you the Java arguments, and that's the Java argument I gave you right there. The reason why it doesn't show up here, it's not clicked, is because I have mine under my master settings. Okay, right here under Java JVM arguments. That Java argument that I give you that's below, and let me go grab it real quick. Hold on just a second. Okay, so here I'm at the episode 1 that I just put out a couple days ago. Or actually yesterday, I guess. If you go here, it says Java argument used, found online, not my creation. I did not make this, so if anything goes wrong, don't blame me, first of all. But secondly, I don't want to take credit for something I didn't do. So you just grab this right here up to here, where the minus sign is. You copy that, and then you take it, and you paste it in here, which is what I have pasted in there. So you go back to the very beginning, you can see that there's the minus sign XX, and then it goes through the whole Java argument, all the way to the end where the 32M is. That is the exact one I use. I use it on all my packs. And you can see here, I give it a minimum memory of 5 gigs and 12 gigs for all my packs. It doesn't matter. PermGen doesn't matter. I have it at 1,000. I have 32 gigs on mine, but I only use about 16 of it. So it's for other reasons that I have it on there. But that is how you do the Java thing. You can either do it by pack, so you can have it where it runs on all the heavy packs that are out there, because there's a couple heavy packs like King Mammoth is heavy, ISOLA, Generality, which I think you guys saw a little bit of. Dimension Zero, I really don't need it on that much, but I do use it because, like I said, I have it enabled for every pack. Chroma Technology, it's enabled on. So that is the way you can do that and have it in your pack so it's running. And what it does is it basically makes Java process in a cleaner way, so to speak. So it's not running down your computer. It does work. Like, it makes a big difference. When I tried to run, I believe it was King Mammoth, without that Java code in it, it just would lag like crazy. So if you're having problems with frame rate droppage and lagging and stuff like that, try that, see if it works. Now, if you have a computer that doesn't have, I would say at least, I would recommend a minimum of 8 gigs of RAM for ISOLA. Minimum, very minimum. Then I think you'll do, there are some tweaks out there that you can still do to play a pack like this size with less than 8 gigs. But that's what I would recommend. Personally, I'm not a developer. I don't know. I mean, really, I don't know what I'm talking about that much, but based on experience, that's what I'm recommending. So I hope this helped out a little bit, but I wanted to give you guys just some heads up on what's going on and let you know how you could play this yourself, because I did see some people asking questions and asking when the pack might be out for everybody. But if you want to do it this way, go for it. You don't need Torchmaster if you don't want to install it. If you really aren't comfortable putting mods into a pack, if you're not comfortable with doing that step, you don't have to use it. It just means you won't be able to use the torch that keeps mobs from spawning in a certain block radius around you. All right. So that's it for now. I'm out of here. As always, love you all. Game on and geek out.